But I already know what's going on. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, I know, like, the
You're
dude
not?
did something. That's why they sent up here. They're trying to take back. Like, they're trying to take back and get repercussions, especially from America, like, from Americans. So they're taking over the government and stuff like that.
I'm telling you, how do we take them down?
How do we take them down?
Yeah.
I mean,
gotta kill the mother.
I hate to say it.
Okay. Oh my God. Like, I can't stand for this. I can't sit here and not say something. You know how they say, see something, say something? Well, here I am. I see something very wrong and I am saying something. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about this American Eagle thing, this commercial, this advertisement that's been floating around the internet, and people thinking that it is somehow white supremacy or some kind of Nazi thing that's going on. And we're going to take a look at some of those videos and react to those today. And we're also going to look at the cognitive dissonance going on, and it's actually really incredible to watch and see. I mean, I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, really? But before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for all the support. So we're going to be looking at some advertisements from American Eagle that just recently came out from this actress named Sydney Sweeney, who is featured in these ads.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right? Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very keens. Sydney Sweeney has very keens.
And there has been immense backlash among people, I think, that are on the left side, that are just seemingly always freaking complaining about something and reading into things. So we're going to take a look at a couple things and talk about it. This is from the ladies, chicks on the right. They had some commentary about this, and I thought I'd show this one first because it's pretty interesting stuff.
So Sydney Sweeney, we showed one of the ads on Friday for American Eagle, and now there's actually a couple more. You're going to see one, and then you're going to see an example of what the new complaint is, because obviously she is essentially invoking Hitler, and if you don't see that, what's wrong with you?
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very keens.
So people are convinced that she is Hitler personified, and that American Eagle this is a huge dog whistle.
Whoa, okay. So to me, this ad very much screams like the old school Levi jeans commercials or Calvin Klein, like those old 90s jeans commercials. Like, that's the vibe that I get from this initially. And I think that they are maybe being a little bit controversial, but I don't see how this screams Hitler. If you look for something, you'll find it, you know? These people are being a little bit hyperbolic, perhaps.
I will be the friend that's too woke, because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Like fascist weird. Like Nazi propaganda weird.
Some of y'all really need to put the phone down and go touch grass, because 10 years ago, this ad would have made literally nobody blink an eye. And today we have people calling it Nazi propaganda.
Like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes.
Okay, you want to know what's really weird, guys? You remember that video I just did the other day about Laverne Cox and her talking about her ex-boyfriend who was blonde-haired and blue-eyed?
Blonde-haired, blue-eyed.
Like, literally, this came like right after that. That is so interesting how they are so fixated on people with blonde hair and blue eyes, and like that there's just this thing that it's so terrible and awful if you dare to like somebody like that or put something in advertising like that.
Sydney Sweeney has been one of the most sought-after women in Hollywood for years, and suddenly it's Nazi propaganda that she's talking about having good genes in an ad about jeans. The market also seems to agree that it is a good idea to put attractive models in ads. Go figure. I don't think these people even believe themselves when they say that these ads are Nazi propaganda. I think they're just upset that ads no longer look like this.
Oh no, I do think that they believe what they're saying, but I also think that Evan is right here, that they also are pissed that the ads don't look like that anymore, and that didn't work out very well. I think it's both.
Because they're realizing that they've lost the culture war. Brands are no longer producing ridiculous promotions like this that have nothing to do with their customer base, just to appease a small, radical subset of the population.
Do I think we should have a variety of different types of advertising and stuff? Sure, why not? But ultimately, people want to make money, and they want to do what satisfies investors and what satisfies the market. These people just kind of talk in circles and don't even realize how hypocritical they're being. The cognitive dissonance that is occurring in this country right now is crazy, because on the one hand, everything is about white nationalism and being anti-Nazi, but then on the other hand, they're also extremely anti-Semitic. I don't know if you've seen this podcast that's been floating around that is disgusting and vile. Viewer discretion is advised, but we're going to take a look at that and talk about the other side of this here that's going on simultaneously as these people are online bitching and complaining about a freaking American Eagle jeans commercial.
What do you guys think about Hitler?
What if the Jewish did something to the Germans that made them act a certain way, but nobody wants to talk about it? Like, the Jews don't want to take accountability.
They don't.
That's
Yes.
I'm with you on that one.
Okay.
That's why like there was up to something, so the Germans wanted to take them out.
Like payback.
It had to be something. Like, Germans wanted to take them out, all of them out.
They damn near
Mark
wiped
likes
everybody off the map.
Something.
They started it.
So get somebody
Damn,
that
he
mad.
Here
cheesing
we
hard
go.
like, yeah, talk shit about them.
Okay, there's about 100 things I want to say here, because this is the most disgusting thing I think I've seen on the internet in a long time. You've got a woman of color up there talking about justifying the acts of Hitler, and that the Jews must have been doing something bad or wrong to deserve what happened to them, is essentially what she's saying. And they are laughing about it, and they think it is funny. And this freaking piece of shit is egging it on as they're discussing it. I'm so disturbed by what's happening on the left. Ironically, there is also a lot of people on the very far right that are very anti-Semitic. So here you go. You guys got something in common with the right, and you don't even realize it. Trying to intellectualize what Hitler did and coming up with these newfound theories that are a bunch of shit 80 years later. Right? So now all of a sudden, there must be a reason, right? And by the way, by that same logic, you could apply that to Black people in slavery. You could apply that to gay people. You could apply that to endless amounts of groups that throughout history have been oppressed or discriminated against at some time or another. So that is disgusting that this is where we're at. And I don't know if it's October 7th that has set this off and it's become popularized to be this way, to behave this way, to think this way. And I don't know if they just do this for clicks and for likes because it's gross. You know, people don't have any boundaries. They'll do anything to get famous. They'll say anything to get famous. And I am not that person. I am not going to do that. I'm going to stand by my principles as much as I possibly can while I'm on here doing this. But as you can see, there's a lot of people out there that don't have those types of morals, right? All right, I'm going to keep watching this, and I'm probably just going to get more and more pissed off, but, you know. But American Eagle commercials are full of Nazism and white supremacy. Like, make it make sense. Like, what?
The Holocaust was the only way he can take out a huge population, like a huge amount of Jews, all in one setting.
Yeah, it's called a genocide. That's what genocide actually looks like. When you take a huge population of people and you eliminate it and you shrink it. That's what a genocide is called. It happened to the Armenians too in the early 1900s. I know a lot about that because I'm an Armenian.
But I already know what's going on. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, I know, like, the
You're
Jew
not?
did something. That's why they sent up here. They're trying to take back, like, they're trying to take back and get repercussions, especially from America, like, from Americans. So they're taking over the government and stuff like that.
I'm telling you, how do we take them down?
How do we take them down?
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotta kill the motherfuckers.
I hate to say it.
Okay. Oh my God. Like I just can't. It's kind of hard to even know what to say to people like this, but I do have to point out to this person of color, this black person, or any of the black people that are in the room on that round table there, that Martin Luther King was a huge supporter of Israel and a huge supporter of Jewish people. And I think that they should sit and watch these clips of MLK speaking on that.
My Jewish brothers and sisters said to me amid anti-Semitism anywhere, we don't need your support. We have enough Jewish power to deal with this problem ourselves. I would still take a stand against anti-Semitism because it's wrong, it's unjust, and it's evil.
They think they're so damn smart and so damn educated. And to intellectualize what Hitler did means you need to look into the face of evil and try to find justification. And you actually can't. You'll never be able to do that. So I'm not really sure what the hell is wrong with these people. And I'm just going to make it very clear to everybody that's watching me right now, too, is I understand that people have a lot of feelings about this Palestine thing and Gaza and this war that's been going on and everything like that. And I want to make it clear that we all collectively don't want people to die, no matter if they're in Gaza, if they're in Israel, or what's going on. We don't want that. We want peace, okay? I think that that's what we need to focus on, is finding peace together. This is furthering the divide. It's helping terrorist groups. They're laughing right now at us, watching things like this. They think this is fabulous, that their minds have been infected with this garbage. I'm also really trying to understand why people that are on big platforms like Candace Owens, let's say, right? If you watch her, whatever, no judgment, do what you want. But she should be standing up and saying that this is wrong, because this is blatant anti-Semitism. But I don't think that she's going to do that, number one. But number two, she also sits there and defends people like Kanye West and skirts around things that saying that they're not anti-Semitism. So is she going to intellectualize this conversation too and make it not anti-Semitic when it clearly is a bold-faced anti-Jewish remarks that are promoting things like Hitler? And then tomorrow they're going to complain about American Eagle. People like this. That's what I'm seeing. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I not seeing it correctly? Because I'm pretty sure I heard what I heard.
My bad, y'all.
My bad. Hitler, he had the plan, but his plan was just too, like, very, like, gruesome, if we can say it.
So it was wrong. He went after people and systematically murdered them. It was wrong. And it was gruesome. Thank you for being able to recognize that much.
He had to do what he had to do.
But he had to do it.
He was trying to save the world.
I
It
agree.
didn't work out.
He had to do what he had to do, and he was trying to save the world, and it didn't work out. I don't know. These people cannot be serious. And it to me, it doesn't even matter. Like, this isn't funny, haha. Like, I don't know that this would ever be funny, haha, the way they're talking about this. Like, in this conversation, if you're not bothered by this or don't see a problem with that, that just goes to show you how far we've fallen as a society.
He just did
I
what he
mean,
had to do.
Jews are the reason why the healthcare system and everything around us in the government is collapsing, because they're sitting up here stealing away from the American people.
So most of the time it was that chick that was speaking, and she has a lot of nerve sitting up there, her privileged ass, in a podcast talking the way she is about something that happened a long time ago that was very serious, that we should never forget actually did happen and occur. But now we're downplaying it. And why? Why is there so much conspiracy around Israel and Jewish people all the time? And we've seen it over and over and over again. And I'm not saying that there aren't nuggets of truth about things that have happened in the government over in Israel that probably aren't right, because I think that there's corruption in every government ever, okay? Name one that doesn't have corruption in it, okay? So I'm not saying that they're right about everything or that they've done everything correctly or that they're perfect, but dear God, this is the scariest thing that I think I've ever encountered in recent times being talked about in the light that it is. And I'm very disappointed in how this has gone down. But American Eagle's the problem. Yeah, American Eagle is the problem, not this crap. It's Sydney Sweeney that's the problem. Like, are you kidding? I really don't understand how people can sit up there and talk the way they are. So what do you guys think about this? I mean, I just see so much hatred and so much negativity surrounding this issue. Again, it's another issue of divide. And it seems to be like cool right now to be anti-Semitic. Like, you can, have your opinions all you want about what you think should happen with what's going on in the Middle East or how these things should be resolved. I don't speak on this very often because I know it's controversial and I know that it's sensitive to a lot of people. This clip in particular, I just think is way over the top. It's too much. I think that these people are severely uneducated about what they're talking about and they need help. I think our education system is in collapse. I think they're using TikTok to find their education and find information, which is 9 times out of 10 false. The demonic laughter and smiling, I just could never, ever, ever see myself talking that way, speaking that way about anybody, but especially about something like that. I don't know how some of these people would think that they would be immune to what Hitler was doing over there, because he didn't think very much of Black people. He didn't think anything of gay people. And that's the thing of it is that, like, how could you joke about something like that? Like, you must not believe it. You must really think that this was made up. And you know what's incredible to me is that it feels like that the far left and the far right could unite on this anti-Semitic rant that they seem to go on. And for what purpose? What is really the end goal here? And I do think that there's ones that are like just legitimately hateful and convinced of things that they've been told or whatever. And I just can't with this. This is not, I can't stand for this. I can't sit here and not say something. You know how they say, see something, say something? Well, here I am. I see something very wrong and I am saying something. I mean, to sit there and blame the Jews, victim blame the Jews for the Holocaust is one thing. I am shocked. Most of us wouldn't have had immunity in that situation. Most of us would have been right there with them. And if it wasn't then, it would have been eventually if Hitler had gotten his way. And that's the part about this that I think that is totally just fallen on deaf ears. I don't know if they're watching like a shit ton of Candace Owen stuff or what is going on here or where this comes from. So I'm actually going to go ahead and react to the chicks on the right. They had a lot to say about this as well, and they hit every single point that I have and more.
This video has been going absolutely viral all over socials because everyone rightly, well, normal people rightly, are horrified that this is the state of mind of so many people, these Gen Zers and younger, who are completely out of their minds when it comes to historical fact about the Holocaust, about Hitler. And what they say is so disturbing because this, again, is becoming mainstream thought. Right. And it is because, you will not convince me otherwise, of what Tucker is saying right now, of what Candace is saying right now, of what the Hodge twins are saying right now, what Nick Fuentes has been saying forever. And these are the same people platforming him. And then I saw Richie Torres, who's a Democrat, who's like trying to pretend that he's all disgusted by what you're about to see. And I'm like, what the hell do you expect? This is what the left has been promoting, and the worst of the right, unfortunately.
Yeah. Exactly. See, I'm so glad that I'm not the only person that sees that this is a problem on the far right and on the far left as far as anti-Semitism is concerned. And that it is, that to me is what's so deeply disturbing about this, is that they actually agree with each other in this area of thinking.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's the left for sure, and you're right. So much of the right is starting to get and glom onto this. What in the actual hell is going on?
It's so gross. I can't believe that this is how bad it's gotten.
Yeah.
And it's so ridiculous. There, as this apostate prophet points out on Twitter, especially for that black girl to be saying those things when Hitler called people, black people, horrible, horrible things.
Yeah.
Called them a lower form of humanity, an inferior race and parasite.
And that's the thing about this is that they people like that black girl that we showed earlier, she is going to rationalize and cherry pick whatever she can. Oh, well, Hitler didn't really say that about black people. Oh no, he only said it about these people. And like they'll find immunity in this somehow, no matter what. Instead of just being like, yeah, I'm an idiot, which I think people would respect you a lot more if you just said, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Civic.
Yeah.
And this chick is like, he's awesome.
Yeah,
oh my God.
He would have had you killed too. And it's the same thing same way I feel about like all these people who are like, oh my God, gays for Hamas.
Right. Queers for Palestine.
Right. It's like, okay, which is essentially obviously the same thing. It's like, okay, well, we'll see how well they treat you if you go over there. I mean, if she was face to face with Hitler, let's see how well he'd treat her.
Yeah.
This is what these people are not. It's like they are just so ignorant to it. I don't understand where
it's actually hard to believe.
I guess it's our education system. I guess it's
well, I'm glad you pointed that out because it's not going to get any better. The NEA is actually now changing. They're pushing Holocaust education that erases Jews completely and choosing instead to refer to victims of different faiths being the victims of the Holocaust.
I can't.
So it's not getting any better, you guys. It's only going to get worse. And the louder people like Candace and Tucker talk about this kind of stuff, the worse it's going to get. The fact that they don't see how they contribute to this is so sad to me.
Again, thank God I'm not the only one that's seeing that and seeing how much they apparently don't see how they're contributing to hateful things, hateful rhetoric like this. I mean, come on, guys, like wake up. I'm the type of person that when I watch a particular show or certain people or whatever, I don't agree with everything they say all the time, right? And I feel like there's this huge sector right now of people that are putting all of their eggs in the Candace Owens basket and all of their eggs in the Tucker Carlson basket.
It's awful. It's absolutely awful.
Yeah,
it's awful.
It's sad.
It makes me want to cry, to be honest.
Sad.
Yeah, really and then a lot of people this week, a lot of people on our side, like heartbreakingly so, are like, chicks, do your research on the Holocaust. It didn't happen. What's wrong with you? Come back and tell me, like, give me rationale. If you don't do that, then you're not smart. Bitch, please.
Seriously.
I'm not unfollow because there's no reasoning with people like that.
They're 100% right. There is no reasoning with people like that. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this situation. Obviously, this is not an American Eagle issue. This is an issue that is far more reaching and has depths that I never imagined that it would have. And I am deeply disgusted and disturbed by that video. I really think that we should be having meaningful discussions about stuff like this. This is a really big problem, and we're going to see the world fall apart if we keep pushing things like this. I don't know why people are so insistent on this narrative about the Holocaust and about Hitler and about Israel, but it needs to stop. We need to look inside ourselves and figure out what the real problem is here, because it is, I think, evil. So guys, I will see you in the next one.